James Suttle, on trial for his life. Startling new testimony seems to have proved he's innocent. But will the jury believe it?
My tire's pumping like this, you know, and I'm like, yep, here it comes. They say, how do you find a defendant? And he say, not guilty.
An innocent man had been saved. But how could things have gone so far? Fingers began pointing to the strange behavior of medical examiner Dr. Charles Harlan. Now, in his initial report, Dr. Harlan noted the time of death as much earlier. And when police told him that Suttle had not been there at the time, he changed it.
Okay. That tell you something, does it?
It turns out Dr. Harlan had already been under investigation for incompetence for years by the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, but no one told James Suttle or his attorneys. Now, with Suttle's exoneration, long-simmering rumors about Harlan and botched autopsies have reached a boiling point.
Allegations of improper conduct could cost Dr. Harlan his medical license.
He's brought up on charges of gross negligence by the Tennessee Medical Board.
Dr. Harlan faces 27 allegations of unprofessional conduct, fraud, and negligence.
Harlan said these two children died of SIDS, but both were later found to have been murdered by a parent. He said this child died of natural causes. The 10-year-old was emaciated and weighed only 18 pounds at death.
How you can draw the conclusion that this child had not been neglected is unfathomable to me.
During an autopsy in an important murder case, Harlan allowed his pet dog access to the autopsy room with devastating results.
It was apparent at some point that the dog apparently consumed some of the remains of human beings.
What organs did this dog eat?
The liver and the spleen.
His own dog.
His own dog.
It's that kind of detail in this case that gives me the shivers to this day. I mean, this man was allegedly a scientist.
In 2005, after 30 years as a medical examiner, Harlan is found guilty of 18 charges of incompetence and negligence, and finally stripped of his license.